At age 8, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which is autoimmune thyroid. I dealt with that pretty well for most of my life, but about 6 years ago, I went to Mexico and got a horrible parasite, was incorrectly treated by conventional medicine, and my life just kind of spun out of control from there. We found out I had Lyme disease, and my markers for other autoimmune have been elevated for quite some time now. So again, in the past, I have been dealing with this for 6 years. In the past 6 years, I've tried basically everything under the sun. I went the conventional route. I went to Mayo. They did nothing for me. I went to Hyman. I was in California, Boston, Texas. Really tried everything. Back home, I have probably a whole closet full of random supplements, and Delta is basically the first thing where I feel like I'm making sustainable progress that's actually going to stick. So the main symptoms I've been dealing with for the past 6 years would be cognitively. I was very absent, very compromised for a long period of time, to the point where I really couldn't read anymore. I would get lost in my hometown or even around my parents' house once in a while. My memory was really shot. I wasn't capable of going to college for a couple years. My GI system and my whole gut was just in shambles for a good amount of time. I wasn't able to digest my food or really absorb any nutrients. And then probably the biggest, most long-standing symptom I've dealt with is just overwhelming fatigue, to the point where I couldn't participate in a lot of life. So the traditional doctors all tried to kind of play it off like I was acting like I felt way worse than I actually did. They would just give me some Synthroid, a prescription to Synthroid, and say, you're basically hypothyroid, take this and you should be fine. If it doesn't fix it, then take some fiber to help with your gut. Which is crazy. It made me feel crazy, one, and two, I just knew it wasn't right. I knew that I could experience life at a much higher vitality than what I was feeling. Before coming to Delta, I was discouraged, I was tired, and I was fed up. Now I am hopeful, and I'm on my way to full health and full vitality. Since I was here last time at the Delta Institute, one of the biggest things we've identified is coming in here, I thought that my Hashimoto's was really my biggest problem. I thought my thyroid is what was causing all my difficulties, and through using the BX and through the help of everyone here at the Delta Institute, we've identified that my main problem is not so much Hashimoto's as it is just an overall mitochondria dysfunction in my body, and autoimmune is definitely just a correlated variable from that. So once we were able to get my mitochondrial dysfunction under control, I've experienced huge relief from my autoimmune. My numbers on all of my blood work are down back into the normal range. My THS, my T3, my T4, and even my antibodies are coming down very drastically and are trending in the absolute right direction. Before starting BX, I would say my brain function was down to like 30%. My fatigue ran my life. I had to sleep almost all day every day just to keep up with my energy. Since being here at Delta though, I went home and I started a full-time job again. My brain function's up to 90%. I'm out in the field doing sales, doing what I love, making an income again, and able to live the life of a normal 24-year-old. It's been a year since I started BX. I'm doing absolutely remarkably better from a year ago. My life has completely changed. Last year, I was struggling to get out of bed in the morning. I was feeling sick and tired and just kind of down and terrible all of the time. Now I'm back working full time. Really doing great at my job. I love it. I'm engaged, planning a wedding, and really able to live my life to the fullest. I go hiking every day, water skiing, snow skiing, all of that, which is absolutely amazing. It's not 100% gone, but when I came to Delta, my antibodies were at 3 and 400 when the normal range is 0.9. Now they're down into the 30s and sometimes even the 20s, and I'm making more and more progress with getting those numbers down each and every month. I really tried everything before I came to Delta. I probably went to 20 doctors, tried, a million different things, each time getting your hopes up that it's gonna work and kind of being let down. And it wasn't until I came to the Delta Institute and worked with Dr. Smith that I found something that actually stuck. It didn't just work short term, it worked fully all the way, and I feel great. So previously when I would try things, they would often work, but they would only work for maybe a month, maybe 2, and then you'd just kind of crash again. So I always felt like I was in this constant limbo of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back. I've been doing the BX protocol for a year now, and I keep getting results day in and day out. I haven't plateaued, which is amazing and so refreshing after battling this for the past 9 years of my life. I'm in my 20s and I want to enjoy it, so I am going to go ahead and renew with the BX protocol and keep doing it another year and see what further results I can get. I don't know if BX is the 100% cure, but if it's not, it definitely is the closest thing to it. Previous to now, I had been sick for 9 years, and over this past year, BX really brought me back, and I'm able to live a full life again.